Hello, everyone. In an effort to replicate what happened in 2016, Donald Trump is trying to get William Barr to investigate Joe Biden as some sort of last minute October surprise, on top of which he has been excoriating the GOP, Judiciary Committee in particular, for not doing more investigations, right? Because he needs some news articles in this last ditch effort to win election. One guy he is particularly upset with at this moment is Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham has spent his time as head of the judiciary trying to find something, anything, to pin on either Barack Obama or Hillary Clinton or Joe Biden or whomever the Trump administration wants. Lindsey Graham was once a really good friend with former Senator John McCain. And while John McCain was alive, Lindsey Graham was semi-respectable. And unfortunately, as soon as John McCain passed away, Lindsey Graham has become basically a sycophant of Donald Trump. So it's very ironic. See, Donald Trump always tends to throw his closest friends under the bus, right? And here is one more example. So Lou Dobbs is basically just a propaganda piece of the White House at this point. So here's what Lou Dobbs had to say about Lindsey Graham on Fox News.
I believe the president's words about the senator then apply today. He said, I think Lindsey Graham is a disgrace, and I think you have one of the worst representatives of any representative in the United States.
Now, as far as that goes, I totally agree with him. Lindsey Graham is a disgrace. He looked a journalist in the eye and he said, listen, mark my words, hold me accountable. If there is a Supreme Court nomination in the last year of Donald Trump's term, we on the Judiciary Committee will not appoint that person because we need to wait for elections. This year, with less than a month to go, Lindsey Graham forced through the nomination of Barrett to the Supreme Court. So you're right. I do agree he's a disgrace. This next part I don't quite agree with, though. I mean, this is a little too far even for me, but Donald Trump goes too far, right? He likes to wade into the abyss, okay?
I don't think he could run for dog catcher in this state and win again. I really don't. Other than that, I think he's wonderful.
You know, it's funny that Donald Trump says that he doesn't think Lindsey Graham could win for dog catcher because his behavior in the debates, his aptitude as president, right? His mental capacity, the way he speaks. Would you hire him to be an employee? Let alone run your business. I mean, would you hire this guy to have any public office at all, right? Probably not. So the fact that he calls Lindsey Graham, these names is really ironic to me. But let's keep listening.
Wonderful. He's one of the dumbest human beings I've ever seen. The guy is a nut.
So he could just as well be talking about himself. I mean, there are legitimate concerns that Donald Trump doesn't know how to read. There are these like clever ways that that illiterate people can hide their illiteracy, not being able to read. And a lot of people have posited that the reason Donald Trump likes to have his briefings filled with pictures and all in like bullet points and on one page is because he can't read. So, and I know like a lot of people logically say, oh, he uses a teleprompter, right? I mean, of course he can read, but he goes off the cuff a lot. It is possible he memorizes his speeches, but anyway, he's one of the dumbest human beings I've ever seen. This guy is a nut job. Now remember, this was in 2016. So what was happening in 2016? Lindsey Graham was a really good friend of John McCain at the time. So Lindsey Graham was a never Trumper. Lindsey Graham was of the opinion that Donald Trump would ruin the country. He would ruin the character of the presidency, that the Republican Party should do everything they could possibly do to keep Donald Trump from becoming president, right? So this was And you see the date is February 17th of 2016. So Donald Trump has won the presidency. So yeah, in any case, Lindsey Graham failed in his Never Trump efforts. Donald Trump became president of the United States. And so as Trump is saying this, he is still of the opinion that, listen, Lindsey Graham doesn't like me. And anyone that doesn't like Donald Trump, he hates. He excoriates them. He throws everything he can at these people, right? So yeah, it's so funny that after they exchanged these words, where Lindsey Graham calls Donald Trump all these bad names and terrible, talks about his intelligence, his character, and after everything Trump said about Graham, they literally worked together really well for 4 years, with Lindsey Graham basically being a yes man to everything Donald Trump had to say. Lindsey Graham was one of Donald Trump's staunchest defenders during impeachment. Right? If it wasn't for Lindsey Graham, Donald Trump could possibly be in a jail cell right now because Lindsey Graham has had Donald Trump's back. Let's put it that way. So anyway, this is what Donald Trump had to say. It is so embarrassing that Lindsey Graham kind of kisses this guy's boots for 4 years, even though he secretly hates him. It doesn't matter because Lindsey Graham gets on his knees. He licks Donald Trump's boots for 4 years. And then when it's all said and done, right before Lindsey Graham's reelection, Donald Trump has Lou Dobbs come out and do a hit piece on him. And how do I know I say it? Lou Dobbs doesn't believe in anything. Lou Dobbs doesn't care about any kind of moral character of anybody, right? So yeah, I mean, Lou Dobbs is just a mouthpiece of the White House. That's it.
Job. Graham has betrayed President Trump at almost every turn. He has betrayed the American people and his oath of office.
So there you go. I mean, Lindsey Graham has betrayed Donald Trump at every turn. He has betrayed the American people. No, he's betrayed the American people. He betrayed his oath of office several times over because he has put his own political interest ahead of the interests of the people of the United States. And I know that a lot of politicians fall down that rabbit hole, but very few politicians in my lifetime have been so obviously self-interested as Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham has been, like a weather vane, right? Anything that he thinks can win him election, he has done. Unfortunately, now that he has a strong challenger in Jamie Harrison, who's calling him out for some of the things that he has done over the past, not just 4 years, but his entire time of representing South Carolina, right? So Lou Dobbs is hitting him on the wrong area. I agree with Lou Dobbs generally, but Lou Dobbs is attacking him apparently because the president is upset that Lindsey Graham won't go after Obamagate. Listen, if there was something to go after, Lindsey Graham would go after it. If there was something to find, if there was even something plausible that he could make up, he would do it. It just doesn't exist. Unfortunately for the president, Obama wasn't as corrupt as he is. So he's given Lindsey Graham an impossible task to do. He's saying, Lindsey Graham, find dirt on President Obama. No, you can't do it. He's given William Barr an impossible task. Hey, William Barr, prosecute Joe Biden. But he can't. For what? And by the way, William Barr isn't about to risk doing something illegal when Donald Trump is very likely to lose on November 3rd. Why am I going to risk my own safety for you, right? I mean, and William Barr is not an idiot. And unfortunately for Lou Dobbs and President Trump, neither is Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham has not been an idiot. Now, he has betrayed the people of South Carolina. He has betrayed the country, but for completely different reasons. So anyway, I just thought it was hilarious that Lou Dobbs does this hit piece on Fox News, imploring the people of South Carolina not to vote for Lindsey Graham. And this is especially troubling considering Jamie Harrison is either in a statistical tie or leading by a point in South Carolina. So according to the latest polls. So yeah, I mean, who knows? This might actually seal Lindsey Graham's fate. And if it does, Lindsey Graham would have been like digging his own grave for the last 4 years by supporting Donald Trump, because there is no reason for this election to be this close in South Carolina. The only reason it's this close in South Carolina is because Donald Trump is dragging his nomination down. If it wasn't for Donald Trump, Lindsey Graham would be winning by a landslide in South Carolina. A landslide. Anyway, wow, so embarrassing.